Hello people. This is Sappho in the woods, but it isn't. This is Sappho and Malene in their new home in Denmark. Not in the woods. There are trees, big trees. There's a little bit of forest out there in the back, but we're in a normal house in a normal town, and I'm just gonna take you on the garden tour as I promised you. Now this is my nice neighbor, and the road is right out here. I do not have a gate yet for Sappho, but there's going to be a gate here, and then fencing here to that bush, and then fencing a little bit up. But we already agreed very much that she's only going to move into this backyard in the garden and not run out to the street. But I know she could. So we're gonna fence it off. No, I'm talking to people. Yeah, I'm coming to you in a minute. I'm just gonna show them the rhubarbs. Because in this corner, I dug yesterday. I brought rhubarbs and strawberries and asparagus. So I dug this whole corner up. I've cast all the leaves back on to protect the plants. And you're not gonna dig up there. You're not gonna dig up there. You can go run. You can go run on the other side. Yay! But all the rhubarbs are in this corner. They're going to grow up very soon. And that ugly box down there was full of old parsley plants. I put them in a little bucket that's in the ground there. So I put all my strawberry plants in there. They're not going to give a lot of strawberries this year, but they're going to make new strawberry plants. And that's the point. Put the table and the chair out here. It was down there by the door where there's sun in the morning, but I think it's a boring view to just sit there and look into their white wall. I'm not doing that, so I moved the table and chair up here where there's sun almost all the time during the day. And Sappho is loving that she can run freely. Pew! Get in there. Yeah, find your way. This neighbor is very, very nice. She has Berner Sennen dogs. She has one dog, but her daughter has one almost identical. So they have come visiting today, or the dog has. And they have made very good friends. They haven't met each other yet without the fence in between them. So they do bark a little bit, but it's not aggressively. And then they are very interested in each other and in running along the fence. Sandra on that side, Sappho on this side. And very playfully. So that's going to be fine. The neighbor to this side, they're also very friendly. A young couple expecting their first baby, and she's actually set to give birth today. So she's big and round, and they have 2 French bulldogs, and they're not friendly. And they have a fence, but it's not very tall. And she was barking at those 2 bulldogs because they accidentally came out in their yards at the same time. And of course she barks at them because she's queen of everything where she lives. And they didn't take that. So they barked back and she barked more, and they sat over the fence. And they more or less attacked each other, those dogs. Poor pregnant Caroline, she couldn't jump the fence, so she had to walk all the way around the fence and in to get her dog. As she says, that male French bullet, then it has 1.5 brain cells, and that's a pity because that confuses him. He's such a dumbass, and she cannot tell him to stop anything. I couldn't tell him to stop anything. I didn't dare to get my hand down in between Sappho and him because there were teeth and foam flying, and they were so aggressive, both of them. So it was a little bit scary, but it was she was giving him warning signs and warning barks, and she was telling him to back off, and he didn't get it. He really didn't get it. And so we got a long talk. That was how we met, my new neighbor and I. So of course I apologized many times to come and disturb their peace because there has been no one living here for a long time, and the owner, the former owner, was an old lady, and she didn't have dogs. So they have been peacefully living here, and now the dumb dog next door has moved in and believe that she's queen of the neighborhood. So that's not easy, but she was very nice, and we agreed. I told her, well, you know what? We're going in now. We've been out all day, so you can have your garden in peace and quiet with your dogs. But they're moving, so they're at the farm where they're moving to most of the time, she said. So we agreed that I just check for which car. They have 2 cars, and which car is home. If that one car is not there, that means that they are away. So then we can just be outside, and then we'll just check in with each other. Say, are you outside? No, the dog's got outside. Okay, then we'll stay inside. So, but that's the only restriction there is. And then we have this big field. And as it turns out, when I talked to my uncle who lives in this village and who helped me find this place, actually this piece of field belongs to my other uncle. One of my 3 uncles. I had 4 uncles. My father was the oldest of 5 brothers. Father's gone, the next brother's gone. So there are 3 uncles left. And the oldest of them actually inherited this piece of field from a distant cousin from up here, or uncle or whatever, distant relative. Him and 2 other men own this, and he doesn't live here. He lives way down in Jutland, and he's so tired of owning this piece of field. He tried to sell it off, but no one wants to buy him out. The other 2 wants to keep it, and oh man. So yeah, this is family property actually. So I thought that was just fun. So we run out here and we throw stick out here. We're a little bit careful because, as you can see, the car's driving out there. That is the main road up here. It's very close. So if she sees a deer, and there are lots of deers up here, I'm afraid that she's going to run out there. So we're practicing the whistle and to come when I tell her. She normally wouldn't run that far away from me when we're at a field, so I don't think she's going to do it. But of course I'm very much aware. I don't let her go out here on her own. I'm with her out here when we go out here. But that's it. That's my new house, my new garden. Not a new dog, but a dog who's going to get used to everything and to walk on the lead up through town. And yeah, we have lots of nature around here, so we've been out on some longer walks where she can run without the leads on, and that's good. What do we have there? No, it's just a shade. So it's good, all good. And this backyard, well, there's nothing here really. It's just a flat lawn, but I'm allowed to do whatever I want, he says. I can make a vegetable garden, I can do whatever. And this corner up here, where they put all the branches and stuff, that is very much protected from the western wind from out there, from the sea. And I have an idea that this corner here could very well become my little fireplace, lounge, pizza oven maybe, area. Would that be nice or what? A little, I don't know, wall, but a little fencing around here somehow. And then to the neighbor, that will be another neighbor because they're moving. Some of this stretch could have some bigger bushes, so we shield it off completely from that side. Many ideas, lots of ideas. And it's just going to be nice. So, potentials. Yes. We hear you. You can come here. This here building was an old hen house. It is going to be a Sappho house. So I think that we're going to put up some fencing here and there. And then when I go to work, if I get one of those jobs where I have to be away for 7-8 hours, she shouldn't be in the house left on her own for that long. She loves to be outdoors, and I thought if I could fence in a little bit of an area here where she can be when I'm not home, then she can have that house to go in and seek shelter, and then this piece of the garden to go out to pee and run around a little bit. That would probably be just this little area, just to protect her from going anywhere where she could get into danger, but still have a little bit of space out here. So that's the investments. That is fencing and gates down there, so she doesn't run out and get run over by cars. And then a little bit of fencing around her new cottage. That's a Suffolk cottage. Yeah? Do you agree with me on that? Is that a good deal? Okay, good. So, compost bin and an old bin. They have made new recycling bins here, so everybody could just keep their old ones, and a lot of people did, because they're very good to driving around the garden with. So, and the tool shed, and yeah, everything is just bump-a-dum, ready to go. The rack, the asparagus, the strawberries, and I have a washing machine, and it's running right now, so I'm gonna take out my bed linen and towels and hang up. I put a clothesline up down there between one of the trees in the garden and a big tree in there, and I already did one machine full of t-shirts, and now I'm washing towels and bed linen. It's so nice. So everything's good. There's a bit of industry over there, you can see that one, but west is this way, so it's blowing from the west always, from the ocean, so most of the sound blows in that direction, so it's not that disturbing. And maybe we'll just get used to that little humming in the background, like people living next to an airfield or whatever. so a little to start with, and then a little bit of building fence and a little bit of job search, and then all of a sudden we are just considering this our home. All good. And if you didn't see the house tour, then it's one of the previous videos, I think the one just before this one. So go and have a look at that. Have a look at this one. You're very welcome to share it. You're very welcome to like it. And just follow our journey in the north of Jutland in Denmark. So bye-bye from me, and from this little one in the shades over here. What do you want? What do you want? You want to say bye to people? You want me to throw your stick? Where's your stick? Stick is gone? Your stick gone? Your sticky gone? Where is it? Where's your stick? There was your stick. Can you say bye to people? Come on. Come here. Say bye to people. Yeah, then we can play with stick afterwards. Okay? Bye-bye from Sappho. See you on the next one.